So the gold price just had an absolute bloodbath last week. I think it was its worst week since 1983, and I've gone and done something that could be a little bit stupid and bought some more. Now, was this a clever move or pure idiocy? That remains to be seen. I mean, maybe we just brought the bottom. Maybe there's a big drop coming next week, and a bit of a correction with the gold price after the rapid run it's been on. So, time will tell with this one. Now, apparently there's a little bit of an excursion going on right now that's causing panic and craziness across all markets generally. You're lucky if you hold US dollars or oil stocks, I guess, but everything else is taking an absolute battering. Now, I'm not smart enough to know if we're still heading towards $6,000 within 2026, which is what it's kind of looking like was about to happen, but I'm fairly confident with a buy. You know, this is the whole reason for trying to dollar cost average into an investment like gold. You'll buy when times are good, when times are bad, but your average cost should still be below the average price over the long run. And if you're new to gold and you sit there and have been buying it saying, you know, it's going to the moon, I think you might want to take a little bit of a step back, because gold has been showing a lot more volatility than it typically does, and it's actually been acting a lot more like an equity. But that's not what it typically does. Gold is supposed to be a safe store of value, and right now, gold is anything but a safe store of value. It's all over the shop. And don't get me started on silver, that's even more bonkers of what that's been doing price-wise. So I'll be honest, I kind of expected the gold price to go up with the war kicking off. But, you know, I can see it. The yields have gone up. A lot of profits are being taken after the rapid run that gold's had. And one thing that I don't actually see many people talking about is in the Middle East, there's a lot of people who invest in gold. It's an asset a lot of people hold on to. And there's a lot of businesses there that have got a lot of bills to pay, and they're not generating any revenue. You know, it's not just oil and gas that's not coming in or out. Tourists are not going in. There are hotels. There are supercar rental places that have got bills to pay. There are landlords that don't have tenants and can't fill apartments. There are real estate companies. You know, here in Singapore, there was a big push to try and sell property to Singaporean investors, offering very good returns. Even those exhibitions are not going to go on now, let alone people from somewhere like Singapore wanting to invest in an active war zone, even after this comes to a conclusion, and that no longer looks like it's going to be a quick resolution now. So anyway, yes, today I took myself to the Bullion shop and I picked up a 1 ounce Britannia. This does look a little bit different, and that's because it does have a little Merlion on it, and that's something that's exclusive to the Singapore market. It doesn't have an additional premium for having that, so to me it doesn't really matter, but it does make the coin a little bit more interesting than just the standard Britannia. Doesn't add any more value, that's for sure, but it's an interesting little feature. So we'll keep this video short. I'm still trying to work out whether this was a stupid decision or the best decision I've ever made. But I'm sure we'll find out that it was probably a bad idea. But in the long run, I suppose we're probably going to come out of this pretty good. Gold historically has always gone this way, and you know, past performance is never a guarantee of future results. I get it. But in the long run, you know, in 20 years' time, I'm pretty confident that this coin will be worth more than what I paid for it today. Something that was interesting when I was in the retail shop today, there was a lot of people actually buying stuff, but there was also a lot of people selling. Somebody selling a lot of silver, which I found interesting given where the price has gone. I would have thought that would be something to hold. And when I say they're selling a lot of silver, it was a very large bag full. It was not just a couple of coins or a couple of ounces. This was a lot of it. So anyway, have you made any crazy buys that you kind of felt you were maybe making a mistake when you did it and they turned out good? Or conversely, did they turn out bad? Let me know in the comments. So feel free to leave a comment if you think I've been stupid. It'd also be good to get people's view on where do you think the gold price is going to go. Actually, I'm kind of okay with the pullback. I think it's a good thing. It provides more opportunity to buy larger coins, because if gold goes $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, we're then moving into the world of buying fractional gold. And if I'm honest, I don't want to pay those higher premiums, and I do like the 1 ounce coins. They feel like they have heft. They feel nice in hand compared to the quarter ounces. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of quarter ounces, and if the premiums were lower, I would be buying more of them. But maybe that's a subject for a future video. Anyway, less of my rambling. Thank you for watching this video. If you got this far, you must be crazy, and I appreciate it. And thank you. Goodbye.